Namaste. Welcome to this session with Vidya Nahar. Please consult your physician to ensure the suitability of the exercises in the following video for your specific needs. The creators and distributors of this video are not responsible for any injuries or damages caused to you by following the exercises demonstrated in this video. Thank you for your interest. Good luck and best wishes. Please keep up your breath and posture awareness throughout this practice. Namaste. Welcome to today's segment of your daily yoga pilates practice with Vidya Nahar. For the first set today, we're going to simply roll our arms outwards and inwards. This is how it goes. I'm going to start my timer. So start rolling your arms to the front like this. And then take them to your right side. I'm doing a mirror image. And towards your left. Follow your arms with your head, neck and eyes. Take them to the upper right corner, reaching higher. Take them to the left upper corner. Keep going. And again down to the right side, towards your left side, and going even lower to the right side. So moving your spine side to side. Now from here, start rolling them inwards towards you. Again, towards the right side, coming up towards the left side, in line with your chest, in line with your shoulders, towards the right side, up to the left upper corner, look up at your arms, right upper corner, and again left side in line with your chest, right side in line with your chest, and going deeper down towards the left lower corner, and right lower corner, and coming up to the left side, and right side in line with your chest. That's it. Relax. Very good. From there, more of a trunk work. So stretch your legs open, go as wide as possible, and then bend your right knee. What you're going to do is bring your both hands together towards your right foot with your right knee bent, and then bring your hands diagonally to the left shoulder. Now bend the left knee, take your arms to the left upper corner, follow your arms with your head, neck and eyes. Again down to the left shoulder, down to the right knee. Now whichever side your hands are, you bend that knee. So hands to the left shoulder, left knee bends, arms to the left upper corner, down to the left shoulder, down to the right foot. Keep going. Left shoulder, left ceiling, left shoulder, down to the right floor. Down, up. Now going down towards the left side, up to the right shoulder, right ceiling, right shoulder, down to the left foot, right shoulder, right ceiling, right shoulder. Keep going. Down to the foot, up to the right shoulder, up to the ceiling, down to the right shoulder. Exhale as you go down, inhale to the shoulder, exhale to the ceiling, inhale to the shoulder. Bend left knee, bend right knee, right up, down. Very good. Relax. So that was your arm and trunk warm up. Now going down on the knees here, bring your hands to the floor. What we are going to do is called a star push-up. So you separate your legs, your knees as wide as possible, separate your hands, and then you could either stay on the knees to make it easier or actually go into the full wide open star with your hands and legs as wide open as possible. And we're going to do this push-ups going side to side. So starting my timer, bring your hands to your right side, exhale, go down, chest down, come back up, hands to the left side, exhale, chest down. Your legs remain steady, you just move the upper body. Keep going. Down to the left, up to the center. Now if you want to do this with your knees down, that's okay too. Up to the center, down to the left. Whatever works for you. Exhale to the right, inhale to the center, exhale to the left, inhale to the center. So if you want to go into this knee up position, go for it. Lot of work for your upper body and your core strength. Exhale, inhale. Exhale to the left, inhale to the center. Keep going. We are almost there. Small range of motion is also okay. Very good. Back to the center. Drop your knees. Feet to the center. Knees to the center. Nice. Now I'm going to turn towards my right side, your left side, and go down on the forearms right where you are. So what we're going to do is walk on the forearms in the forearm plank up and down the mat. So knees off the floor, extend your legs. Again, you may always drop the knees if you want to. Otherwise, starting the timer. Walk forward on your forearms with your toes going forward up to the front end of your mat and walk back. Keep going. Going in as straight line as possible. You may even go beyond the mat and more in front of the mat if you want to. If you are taller, you probably will have to go out of your mat. Keep going. Walk it back. Again, good work for your core. Continue. Keep going. If this is hurting your forearms, double up your mats, place a towel, fold there. Keep going. Remember, you can do this with your knees down like this. Walking back and forth. Keep your stomach and thighs off the floor. Weight is on your forearms. And that's it. Back to the center. Drop your knees and stretch your hands. So we're going to hold this child's pose here, but with a variation. So start with your both hands to the right front corner and keep reaching to the right front corner. So you're stretching the left side of the body. Keep reaching forward with your hands. Hold, breathe. Staying there, nice stretch for that left side, left arm. From here, bring your right hand behind you towards your feet and look back to the right side. Even deeper stretch for that left side. This is also neck stretch, eye stretch. Keep your eyes closed if you are comfortable. Nicely stretching the left side. Continue breathing. We did a lot of work with the upper body with those star push-ups and forearm plank walk. Good. Bring your hands to the front corner, both hands to the front, and then bring both hands to the left front corner. And again, keep reaching, keep stretching. Stretching the right side of the body here. So usually in the child's pose, the hands are to the front. But this way we are stretching more the side of the body. Keep walking them to that left front corner and hold. Remember to breathe evenly. Don't hold your breath as you hold your pose. Now slowly bring your left hand back towards your feet and look back at your left hand. You could keep your eyes closed or keep them open, focusing on your left middle finger, the farthest point of your body on that side. Keep your gaze steady. Keep breathing. So after all that upper body work, this is a good stretch. Nice. Walk your left hand to the front corner, back to the center, and walk your hands back. Very good. From here, I'm going to face you. And then coming up here on your toes, we're going to go for a side crow balance. Today we have done a forward crow like this in a previous set. Now this is a side crow or Parshva Bakasana. So bring your hands towards your right side, bringing all the way to the right. I'm starting my timer now. As much as you can bring to the right. Especially focus on keeping your right elbow by your right thigh, and then start leaning forward on your arms and come back up. Slowly shift more and more weight to the hands as if you are trying to hold on to the mat with your hands. See if you can slowly lift up that left leg now. Come back down. Let's do again. This time lifting both legs if possible. If not, come back down again. And we'll do it slowly. So keep moving your body weight forward, engage your inner legs, and eventually you'll be able to lift your both legs, come down again. Slowly you will build that holding capacity. Hold, stay there. So this is your nice side crow position, Parshva Bakasana. Hold. There you go. Eventually you'll be able to open your legs in this position. Right now you're just practicing shifting your weight. Bring your both hands now to the left. So before that, reach up with your arms and exhale to the left side. Plant your palms firmly. Especially focus on bringing your left elbow to that left thigh. Starting the timer now. And lean forward on your triceps. Come back. Again, a little bit deeper than before. Bending your elbows. Come back. This time as you go forward, see if you can lift up your top leg only. And back. Then if you are ready, lifting both legs. See how that goes. And down. So again, with practice, you'll be able to stay there longer. Lifting your feet, holding your weight. Feet are flexed if possible. And as I said, with practice, you'll be able to eventually open your legs. So this is how it will be. You open your legs and then bring them back to the center. And then slowly take it down. Very good. So that was our side crow or Parshva Bakasana. Sitting down now, going for a lotus pose. Before that, just go for some wrist rotations. Lot of pressure on your wrists, on your palms, inward and outward rotations. Relax. Now for lotus or Padmasana, which is a very commonly known pose in yoga but very rarely practiced. So take your time to sit down on daily basis to strengthen your pelvic floor, and eventually you'll be able to build up to this pose. I'm going to start the timer now. Lift your left foot, I'm doing your mirror image, on top of the right thigh. Bring it as back as possible. And then bring your right foot up on top. So again, if it is too much, you may place this right foot up on a pillow or on the block to begin with, or just stay in the half lotus first. If you are ready to bring it all the way up and back, go for it. Now this is your lotus. If you want to go for a bound lotus or Baddha Padmasana, bring your left hand behind and right hand goes towards foot. So you kind of bring both hands towards your feet and then hold this bound Baddha Padmasana or bound lotus pose. Lot of work for your hip flexors, for your ankles, and also it's an opening for the chest, tightening for the back. Very good. Relax, let go. So we're going to switch the legs now. So first bring this top leg down and bring your left foot down. Whatever you do on one side, make sure you do on the other side. So this time, first lift your right foot up on the left thigh, starting my timer now. Keep pulling it all the way back and then bringing your left foot up on top of the right. And then again, if you're going to go for that bound lotus or Baddha Padmasana, see if you can reach for it with your hands, and you may find one side to be different than the other, and holding this bound Padmasana or Baddha Padmasana, hold it there, keep breathing. These are all learned with practice. That's why yoga is a practice. You have to do it, you have to experience it. This is not just theory that you read in the books or see on the video. You have to get on your mat, on the floor, and practice. And then take your practice beyond this mat into your daily life. Yoga is not just about poses. There's a lot of philosophy, and in videos coming next, I'll be discussing more of the yoga philosophy. Very good. Slowly bring your feet down and just tap 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 your ankles, your feet, your toes. Release the compression you might have experienced. Just arch your toes or fold them and massaging your foot a little bit. Very good. We're ready to go down here. So turn to the front end of your mat. Starting to go down slowly. Take your time. Lower back, middle back, upper back. From here we're going to do something that's called pouring the soup. So to begin with, bring your knees above your hips with your feet parallel to the sky. Imagine there's a bowl here that you're holding between your 2 feet. Bring your knees towards your armpits, holding that bowl steady. Then take your legs straight up. Remember, you cannot let that bowl fall or that soup spill over. And then slowly pointing your toes as if you're pouring that soup in somebody else's bowl. Lower your legs, lower your feet down, pointing them down. And again flexing your feet, bringing that bowl up to the sky as if you're getting it filled with soup again. Bring the knees towards your chest, towards your armpits, and sniff that bowl of soup. Sniff that soup without spilling it. So that means your feet remain parallel to the sky. Then take them up to the sky, point and slowly bending your knees towards the floor. And let's do it one more time. Flexing your feet up to the sky and then bending your knees into the armpits, up to the sky, keeping those feet parallel, point and slowly bending your knees towards the floor. Nice. From here we're going to do both legs straight up like this. Yesterday we did this with single legs. Lift your head, hands by your sides, palms facing down, and then point your legs away from you and extend your arms and legs away from the center. Flex, exhale in. Chin to the throat and inhale. Now if this is too much for you, keep your knees half bent like this and don't go as low, just go halfway. Otherwise keep going with double leg lifts. You may also rest your head and bring your feet all the way down if that's okay with your spine. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you go down. Keep going. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Exhale. Inhale. Continue. Keep going. Exhale towards the center. Inhale out. Continue. And last time. Very good. From here, bend your knees in your chest, take a break, and we're going to do crisscross arms and legs, basically elbow to the knee. So bring your hands behind your head, extend your right leg, flexing your right foot, bring your right shoulder to the left knee, and then come back to the center, pointing your right foot in, left foot out. Now left shoulder to the right knee. And keep going. Exhale, right shoulder to the left knee. Inhale, exhale, left shoulder to the right knee. So this is not just about the elbow, but the whole shoulder. Keep your elbows as open as possible. That means don't close your elbows in like this. Elbows remain open and you bring the shoulder in. Again, flex the foot that's going out, point the one that's coming in. A little more mind-body coordination. Flex your foot that's going out, point the one that's coming in. You're working those internal obliques, those diagonal muscles in the belly. Keep going. Exhale, inhale center, exhale, inhale center. Exhale to the side, inhale to the center, and last time on each side. Very good. Taking your break. Coming up to the seated position. So we did a lot of power work today, heating up the body with those planks and push-ups and double leg lifts. So we're going to cool down with cooling breaths today. There are 2 versions of cooling breath. I'm going to start the timer now. For the first breath, this is the only time I ask you to breathe through the mouth. Bring your tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth like this, behind your teeth, and breathe through the mouth below the tongue. Exhale through the nose, drawing the stomach in. Again. Inhale. Exhale, draw the stomach in. Inhale. Your tongue is touching the roof of the mouth and you're breathing between the gaps between your teeth. Breathing below the tongue, so you'll actually feel the cool air going in. This is known as Shitakari breath. Cooling breath. Again, if you're feeling anxious, nervous about anything or very heated, this is a good way to cool yourself down. Keep going. Good. That was one version of a cooling breath. For the second version, bringing your tongue out, curling it up from the side like a straw, and then scoop up your breath above the tongue. In the last version, we are breathing below the tongue but through the mouth. In this version, breathing through the mouth but above the tongue. This is how it goes. Like you're scooping that breath. Curl up your tongue sideways. Keep going. According to some accounts, tongue is the strongest muscle in the body. Keep going. And again, this is a soothing, calming breath. You'll also feel some dryness in the mouth as bringing that cool, dry air in through the mouth. Keep going. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Good. So that's the end of our practice today. I thank you all for joining me in this practice. Please remember to share it with your family and friends. Whenever you are ready, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Please join me in sending our goodwill out to the world. May there be peace, happiness, health, love, laughter and freedom to enjoy it all for everybody, everywhere. Bring your hands behind you and interlacing your fingers in the back. Exhale, bow down to Mother Earth for all the kindness. Inhale as you come up to thank the sun for the energy and the life. One more exhale down, being thankful for everything we have and everything we don't have. Inhale up. One last exhale down in gesture of a yogi. Forgive as you go down, forget as you come up. And we are done. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay happy, healthy, kind, be well.